All right, so here's your activities for today for dividing equations. The first one is you're going to mix up your equation practice. So as I kind of mentioned before, you should have your sheet. I'm going to give you 10 seconds for each one. You and your partner are going to write down the equation and the solution as quickly as you can. Whoever is first is going to get 2 stars. Anybody who gets it right before the 10 seconds is up will get 1 star. After you've done your 10 problems, we're going to see who has the most stars. So here we go. Your problem is t divided by 4. Go. All right, your answer is the opposite of divide by 4 is times 4. So 24 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 20 is 80. So that's going to be equal to 96. Next problem. T plus 2 equals 24. Go. All right, the opposite of plus 2 is minus 2. Subtract 2 from both sides. Your answer should be t equals 22. Next problem. T minus 3 equals 24. Go. All right, the opposite of minus 3 is plus 3. Add 3 to both sides, and t equals 27. Next problem. T times 3 equals 24. Go. All right, the opposite of times 3 is to divide by 3. Divide this side by 3. We're left with t equals 8. Next problem. T times 4 equals 24. Go. All right, the opposite of times 4 is divide by 4. Divide this side by 4, and t equals 6. Next problem. T divided by 4 equals 24. Go. Now I assume you figured out that we had that problem. So we're going to multiply by 4 times 4, and t equals 96. Next problem. T divided by 3 equals 24. Go. All right, time's up. The opposite of divide by 3 is times 3. Multiply this side by 3. So we have t equals, again, distributive property. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 20 is 60. 60 plus 12 is 72. So there's your answer. All right, how about t times 12 equals 24? Go. All right, the opposite of times 12 is to divide by 12. Divide this side by 12 as well. T equals 24 divided by 12, so T equals 2. Next problem. T minus 2 equals 24. Go. The opposite of minus 2 plus 2 plus 2, so T equals 26. All right, this will be the last one. I'll be honest, I lost count, but we're pretty close to 10. That one I know we've had, so let's try another one. All right, T times 4 equals 24. Go. All right, the opposite of times 4 is to divide by 4. We'll divide this side by 4, and T is equal to 6. All right, you can pause the video, add up your stars, and see who was the winner. Nice job. All right, the other thing I'd like you to do with your partner is these profound puzzlers. Let's practice story problems with a partner really quick here. Number 1, I earned 1/4 as much as my brother mowing lawns. Let X represent what my brother earned. If I earned $6, what did he earn? Now, I'd like you to practice writing the equation to go with the story problem. So I started you out. X divided by something is going to be equal to something. So if you could write the equation first and then solve for X. And don't forget to label your answer. Number 2, a bag is X amount of dollars. I'm sorry, a bag of cookies is X amount of dollars. So let's put that in. All right, there we go. A bag of cookies is X dollars. There are 8 cookies in the bag. If each cookie costs $1.50, how much is the entire bag? So might I recommend drawing some sort of diagram for each of these if your thinking is a little bit jumbled up. And then again, see if you can figure out X divided by what is going to be equal to what and solve. So pause the video, work on this with your partner for a minute, and then press play to see if you're right. All right, so I'm going to show you how I solve this problem. There are lots of ways in order to think about this, but here's what I thought. What helped me is to label these different numbers. So my brother earned X amount of dollars, so I labeled that with the word brother here. And what my brother earned divided by 4 equals what I earned, because it says I earned 1/4 as much. Well, if I have 1/4 what he does, if I take what he has and divide by 4, that's the same thing. So 1/4 of what my brother has is $6, so I labeled that me. So I'm going to take what my brother has, divide that by 4, that's going to equal how much I've earned. Then I can go ahead and solve that equation. So the opposite of divide by 4 is times 4, and then I can see that my brother earned 24, and don't forget the dollar sign. All right, over here I drew a picture. This bag is X amount of dollars. There are 8 cookies in it, and I know that each one equals $1.50. So if I take the price of the whole bag, or X, I divide that by the 8 cookies, then it's going to tell me the cost of one cookie. So now I can go ahead and solve this equation. The opposite of divide by 8 is times 8, and the opposite, and so I need to multiply this side by 8 as well. And then I can go ahead and solve. I can write that out if I need to. And that would be $12. If you need a calculator to do that, that's fine as well. So the entire bag of cookies is going to cost $12. All right, hopefully you and your partner were able to come up with some way of solving that problem, even if it looks different than mine. All right, so lastly, if you haven't already, go back to your strategy stretcher. Make sure that you have added hopefully, to the strategy that you had at first, and really strive for 5 today. Once you are done with your activities, you can go ahead and do your practice problems, and then you'll be ready for your checkpoint. Good luck.